got up early this morning and hit the beach. We came out to Sanibel, and I was hoping that I was going to be able to fly the drone, but it's ended up being a little bit windy. But it's not very busy on the beach this morning, which is nice. There's a lot of people out doing some shelling, which is great. It's low tide, so perfect time to find those shells, which is what Alex is doing. She's wading in the water. She's braver than I am. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit and then probably head back to the mainland. My drone did run out of battery, so I've got it charging right now, and hopefully I'll be able to get some decent footage. Sanibel has some of the nicest shelling beaches in the area, and one of the other nice things about Sanibel is it's kind of a off the beaten path. Like it's a popular beach, but not as popular as some of the other beaches like Fort Myers or anything like that. And there's only one way in and off the island, which is the causeway, which also limits, people's availability to come. There are only a handful of public access beaches as well. So sometimes if you're coming in season, ooh, that's a nice shell. That's a really nice shell. So if you're coming in season, you may not get parking. There have been a handful of times that we've come and not been able to find a parking spot, and so we've had to drive around to a different area. Now you can drive over to Captiva, which is on the far end of Sanibel, and they've got some nice beaches there, but we like this one here at Lighthouse Point the best. And if you're just looking for some place to come and sit and relax, this is a top-notch beach to do it at. And again, of course, you've got all the shells and everything. You've got the water, you've got the sand and the sun. So highly recommend this place. Oh, another one. There's shells all over the place out here. Yeah, it's got some chips in it. Right now it's low tide, so that's also handy for finding shells. The other nice thing is that spring break just finished here, so everybody who's not local has gone home, which means the beach is nice and empty. There's nobody out here. Which means we have the beach pretty much all to ourselves, which is almost unusual. Of course it is off season, but give it a couple months and this beach will be packed during the day. We got out here about 7:30 this morning because we wanted to make sure that we were here nice and early. We wanted to watch the sunrise on the beach, which we didn't quite get to watch the sunrise, but we have watched it come up. So there's that. And we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, drink our coffee, and do some more shelling. We might stop and get an early lunch or a late brunch at one of our favorite restaurants here, Doc Ford's, but we'll have to wait and see what time they open. I'm not really sure, but for now, we're just gonna chill on the beach. Walking around the beach, doing our shelling. We got 2 big cups of shells, so that was good. Now we're just taking a nice little break, enjoying our drinks before we head out to lunch here in the next little bit. I think our parking is only good for another half hour or so, but yeah. Got Alex over there enjoying her beach life. She forgot her Kindle today, otherwise she would be here for the rest of the trip, just sitting on the beach. But the wind has picked up quite a bit. I think we're up to 18 miles an hour sustained, so let's turn around here. You can see the surf out there, it's pretty choppy. Beach traffic has also picked up quite a bit. There are definitely more people out here than when we first got here, but it's still not horribly busy. And if you were to walk maybe 100 yards in either direction, everybody would be cleared out. So we are right next to the parking area, which is why it's gotten so busy here. All right, so we left the beach. We just got Doc Ford's, which is one of our favorite restaurants here on Sanibel. If you're ever here, highly recommend checking them out. They have some of the best fish tacos I've ever had. I'm not a big fish person, but their fish tacos are pretty good. So we're gonna go in here. It looks kind of big, so we're going to see if we can even get us a table. Fortunately, we got right in today. We looked busy in the parking lot, but yeah, seating was no problem. And we pretty much ordered our usual. We got some crab cakes, which are delicious, and then we both got tacos. I got a chimichurri grouper taco, and Alex got the shrimp tacos, which again, what? Yucatan shrimp tacos, which again, I'm not a big fish person, but these tacos are pretty good. Alright, we just finished our fantastic meal at Dock Forbes. Now we're headed back to the mainland and over to Estero Island, home of Fort Myers Beach. Alex is excited.
Here we are. We're on our last day of being in Fort Myers. We're about to head home tonight. We are currently heading out. We just checked out of our hotel. We're heading out to go find some breakfast. I think we're gonna go to the Cape, which in the Cape they have this excellent Cuban restaurant that serves the best Cuban breakfast you could possibly get. So I'm excited for cafe con leche. I know Owen's excited for his Cuban breakfast of steak and eggs. So we will take you on a ride, and pretty much all we're gonna do today is kind of chill, go see our family later, and then head out of here, go back home.
How's your breakfast, Alex?
It's delicious.
It was good.
I miss that place.
Yeah.
I could eat that place every single day. I would get very fat, but...
Yeah, so Alex had some scrambled eggs, which she ate on her toast with her jelly.
Cuban toast.
Cuban toast. And I had their steak and eggs, or their steak and egg sandwich, which was muy delicioso.
And I wish I would have gotten that.
Yeah.
It was that good.
And of course, it wouldn't be a trip to the Cuban restaurant without a cafe con leche. We did have one with our breakfast, but we got one to go. And we got pastelitos made by Cubans, not by a white guy in Missouri. So,
AKA you.
AKA me. But now we are headed back over to Fort Myers, where we're probably just going to chill for the rest of the day. Maybe go sit down at the pool, sip some drinks, and wait for our flight, which is now T-minus 3.5 hours. So, yeah, we'll see what kind of stuff we can get into once we get back over there.